£1,500 under book. 3.5 grand. Gonna be a tough day here. Hi there, welcome back to the channel and to another auction video. Now, in our last auction video, we looked at some sort of executive and prestige cars and values to see how they were sort of basically tumbling down and struggling to get bids in that video. But on that day, I also filmed quite a lot of other cars, which I couldn't quite get into that video. It was a bit too long as it was, so I thought I'd spin it off into this part to see what's going on with other types of vehicles at the auctions. Now today, predominantly, we're going to look at mostly cheapy vehicles. Also, there's a couple of vans in there as well, and there is one or two other sort of dearer, more expensive vehicles, sort of 10 to 20 grand stuff, the odd Prestige, the odd MPV, just a bit of a mixed bag today of vehicles. Gives you an idea what's happening in December with prices and values. So I hope you enjoy this video, guys. I'll catch up late with you where we can have a quick chat about what we've seen, if we want any more vehicles as well on the day. So I hope you enjoy this video, guys, and I'll catch up with you later. Today's video is sponsored by Vehicle Score. Vehicle Score is a vehicle checking service which is completely free to use. Simply go to vehiclescore.co.uk and type in a registration number. By doing that, you will get a score, a bit like a credit score from 1 to 999. Using Vehicle Score's algorithm, it can break down the MOT history, the mileage, and using that information will give you an independent score to that vehicle. You can compare that score to the average car in their database to give you extra information to make an informed decision when buying a car. The free check also gives you lots of free information about that particular vehicle. It'll also give you information on the MOT history, the mileage history. It'll give you information of the vehicle itself and all its spec. It'll give you a free valuation, and it'll also give you an estimated lifespan of the vehicle. And if you want more, guys, they offer it because they also have two comprehensive reports. They have the salvage report and the ultimate report. Now, the salvage report will check to see if your car has ever been scrapped, whether it's ever been stolen, whether it's ever been used as a taxi, whether it's been imported or exported. But also, crucially, it will do a salvage check to make sure the car has never been involved in a salvage auction. What I mean by that, guys, you get a lot of cars that get damaged, don't go through the insurance company and become what's called unrecorded write-offs, or category U we call them in the trade. Basically, they go into salvage auctions, no registered mark against them against an insurance company, damaged, they get bought, repaired, and they can be put back on the road. So it's always crucial to make sure you have a salvage check done. But if you want more, you can get the ultimate report. The ultimate report covers everything in the salvage report, plus it will also make sure the car's never had any mileage clocking issues, VIN number problems, plate changes, Experian finance check. That is an absolute crucial one, guys. It's making sure the car is free of finance. It checks to make sure there's no outstanding hire purchase or logbook loans or anything like that. But it also covers a standard insurance write-off check to make sure the car, in case it has been categorized, you can find out. So make sure it's not a Cat N or a Cat S. Both reports offer fantastic value. Car UK viewers get a 15% discount by using the promo code CARUK15. Type in CARUK15 to get your 15% off either of those two checks. Remember, guys, the basic check is completely free. Get yourself over to vehiclescore.co.uk, type your registration number in now and get started. Little cheapie, 12 plate i30, Hyundai, 1.6 diesel, good engine, the 1.6 diesel, one former keeper, done 92, blue drive edition, so cheap road tax. The 1.6 diesel engine is just about right for this car, got just enough power in it, quite reliable, I'd say. I've seen the odd ones who injector leaks on stuff like on the seals. They do like a chuffing injectors, that's quite common. But other than that, really not too bad. Oh, they do like to throw a clutch as well. They do like to cause you misery with clutches. In fact, we've got a Kia Venga with the same engine at the moment that's having a bit of a wobble with clutches. They just seem to wear them out quite quickly. Probably because not very good clutches in them and quite a torquey engine. But anyway, other than, I wouldn't say not buy one. They're a good car. I mean, compare that to a sort of Astra of that era, Astra J diesel. Wouldn't go anywhere near one of those. But yeah, definitely have one of them. Cheap to run, cheap tax. Not Euro 6 compliant, unfortunately. But if you're not in a Euro 6 area, very cheap motoring. A little bit of wear on the steering wheel on that one. But other than that, it's not too bad. It's quite clean. Book price is sensible. The sort of stuff that I would like to buy, put on the pitch. I don't think I'm going to go hell for leather in trying to buy it today because I'm not in need of desperation for stock. But if it's cheap, I'll be a fool not to try and buy that because that's the sort of thing that people want at the moment. Oh my word. Now we're talking. Oh yes. With a Jack Sparrow. What is going on here? It's a Renault Twingo. It's a 1.2 Extreme, although that should read the Pirates of the Caribbean edition. It's done 85,000 miles. What? Yeah, speechless. Is that vinyl? Yeah, it's vinyl. I say it's not really airbrushed that on. That would be some achievement. Paintwork's a bit flat on it. Looks tough. Twingos. I've got a couple of Twingos I need to sort out. They're good sellers, but I just have a Clio personally. Because they're a little bit finicky, some of the bits on these. And they're not as reliable in my fit view. Not so much the engines, because they share the same engine. But there's just little bits on it that just seem to go wrong on Twingos. Door check straps always seem to fall off them. Gear selectors can be really dodgy on them, and clutches and stuff. And they're not really Clio based. They're just an odd mix-mash of parts between some Clio bits and sort of niche bits for this car. Selectors and stuff like that I've changed in the past, and they're just a bit of a ball ache to work on. But they are popular, and I suppose you have to buy and sell what sells. Screw up in the door there, screw up there. He wants a 4-foot, probably wants paint to be honest. Corner there, he wants a bit of paint, mopping over. And of course removing the Pirates of the Caribbean stickers. Anyway, there's the cap on it. It's not mega money. That'll probably put most people off that sticker, although in reality it just wants an heat gun on it and just pulling off. So, but you'd be amazed how some people will see a car like that, stick it up and just won't go anywhere near it. Ooh, here we go. Here's something that scares the life out of me. Big Citroen. Grand C4 Picasso. Whoa, my word. Got the 1.2 PureTech engine in. Oh dear. One former keeper, 33,000 miles. Now a Citroen Picasso alone would scare me. Now I'm not saying not buy them. If you bought a fairly new one, it'd be fine. But when they start getting 8-year-old, 10-year-old, that sort of age, ooh, they start to become problematic. That one's got quite a low mileage, so you know, I'm not suggesting this one's got faults on it. It's got a clean report, so it might be okay. And they are very, very good, lovely cars to drive, very spacious, practical. They're just some of the electric issues you have on them, and in this case the engine. Why would you put that 1.2 PureTech engine in that? It's underpowered. It's basically working too hard to pull it. The engine's crap as it is. It suffers with all sorts of wet belt problems, and it's just like an EcoBoost engine basically. That's effectively what it is. It's probably, I mean, maybe not as bad as an EcoBoost, but not far behind it. Well, that's a bit like saying that, you know, leprosy is not as bad as Legionnaire's disease. You know, it's just, it's still bad, isn't it? Always lovely inside though, when they spacious, practical family cars. If I was going to buy one of these, I'd be getting a diesel. It'd be a 1.5 diesel you'd be sort of looking at. They probably did do the 2 litre in it, but I'd probably just go for the 1.5 to be honest. If I'm going to buy one of them on the basis of thinking I'm going to keep that for 3 or 4 years and sell it, I just not something that I would be putting long term, put my money on. I'd be looking elsewhere to be honest. It's a shame because it's a nice car actually. Anyhow, we'll just see what we do, and we'll see if there's any interest in the big Citroen. Micra, good old faithful Nissan Micra. The 1.2, yep, 1.2 Visa or VZR model. 2 former keepers, 83,000 miles. Short ticket on it, but a good green report. Good news, the Micra, popular sellers, always have been. I'd say this shape Micra was probably not as good as the previous 2 other models, but they're not a bad car, and it's right. They're still reliable. There's a few little things used to go wrong with them. Steering was the main one. They used to suffer with electric steering column faults. Chains, sometimes if you get a bad chain on one, they're a nightmare, expensive to fix, but they weren't that common. But this one's quite clean actually. Golf, 68 plate Golf, lot 11. Ooh, a bit leggy. 114,000. One former keeper, sorry, 1.6 diesel. 114 though, not too bad. Although it is 68 plate, so it's still quite modern. Now on 68 plate, it's not something I'm going to be buying because it's still going to be quite pricey, even with 114 of it. But probably be for 168 plate car, for what that's probably booking at, which I'll show you here, quite a lot of car ready for the money. That's a clean old thing. There's a blast from the past. I don't see many of these anymore, although I do know a friend who's got one of these in exactly the same colour. Lot 35 is a Citroen C2 1.4 Furio. Got a marker down on vehicle operation, that's not good. So we might have a clutch or a gearbox issue. No MOT as well, 113,000. Now these C2s, although they look a bit the business, quite badly scuffed there and damaged that corner bumper. They weren't the success. You've got to bear in mind this car basically replaced the Citroen Saxo. Ooh, I can wallop there. See that? Yeah, replaced the Citroen Saxo, which was a brilliant car. The Saxon 106, which was the same vehicle. Amazing car. Huge success of Citroen Peugeot. In fact, Citroen did a lot of research into this car, and they actually went out, spoke to Saxo drivers, trying to basically get all the features in they wanted in the next model of C2. And they listened to them, created what they wanted, and then no one bought them. That was basically what happened. That's why they're all sporty, you got spoilers, bucket seats and all this. You'd think they're sold, they just didn't. And it was silly things like they've only got 4 seats, even though that no one really was bothered that the Saxo had 3 seats in the back, but you couldn't get 3 people in them. I don't know what it was, it just never seemed to sell. They also, when they brought out the VTS models as well, most of them had like a DSG, well it's not a DSG, it was a Triptronic system, which wasn't very popular. They did do a manual. Yeah, they never hit it off. Probably a rare thing now, you get a VTS one of these, particularly a nice colour like this. This one, it's worth a few £100, 200-300 quid. If I needed a bit of stock, I might have had a go at it, but to be honest with you, it's not something I'm going to buy today. But we'll see what it does. Future classic? I don't know. A VTS one maybe, but yeah, these are certainly not. But the Saxos, they are becoming classic. In fact, some of them VTSs and VTRs now, a few years ago, were a few £100 quid, 500 quid. Go and have a look at the price of them now. You can buy a mint Saxo VTS, it costs you 4 or 5 grand in some cases. They have gone mental. And 106s, woof, don't even get me started on them. Now here's one you don't see much. Corsa van. And it is an actual Corsa van, not the combo. Proper Corsa van. You see a lot of Fiesta vans, just a panel, normal Fiesta 3-door with a bulkhead in the back and a cage in it, no windows. I don't see many Corsa ones. I quite like that. CDTI, so we're probably running the 1.3 CDTI engine, which I'm not a great fan of, if I'm honest. They drive well, the 1.3s. It's a Fiat derived engine they use. 95 brake horsepower. I mean, on this year, 17 plate, it'd be fine, but my experience when I get them 10, 12 years down the line, they're a bit ropey. But that'd be a nice thing. Ideal little trade van for someone working. Day to tax, though, that's the problem with small vans like that. That's probably 300 quid a year to tax, which I think is ridiculous. It's a con. But you buy a 3-door diesel, one of those standard car version, it's probably £35 a year. Suzuki Swift, these are good news. Only 1.3, 1.5 petrols these did. I quite like them. I don't get many of them, to be honest with you. Probably not be able to buy this one because it's an automatic 1.5 auto. So this is going to do strong money. There's the cap and guide for it. I'd take that with a pinch of salt because it'll probably do its money. It's got a green report on it. Oh no, it hasn't, sorry, it's got a marker down. Vehicle operation. Ooh, that could be worrying. That could mean that might be a transmission issue, so maybe it might not do as much money. But I'm certainly not going to get involved in a automatic car that might have a problem with the box, potentially. We'll see what it does, and we'll see what it goes through. We'll see what it's like when it goes through. Someone's tried eating the number plate. Manual one of these I'm more likely to buy, just because they're more price sensibly. What you got to look out for on these, really, for the year, these years, 57, 58 up to 60 plates, sort of that era. They suffer with gearboxes is the main one, noisy gearboxes, crunchy gears, whiny boxes. Can be fixed, but they are expensive. Box refurbs of these are about 300-400 quid to have done. And again, you could spend another £200 or £300 having someone to fit it for you, so they can be quite expensive. Subframes as well. I've failed a lot of these over the years, MOT and them, but subframes, they are quite common for subframes. Again, they are available, so you can have them repaired, but it's an expensive job. It's a shame actually, because they're actually really good cars. They drive really nice, quite nice looking things. They were quite popular once upon a time on the second-hand scene, but they just seem to not be as many around now. I suspect because a lot of them have got rotten subframes, or more likely actually the boxes, the manuals. The boxes are really common. I would say, and rough figures, and this isn't accurate, but my experience, for every 3 of these I bought out of an auction or from dealers, I'd say 1 in 3 needed a box. That's the problem, and it can just ruin it. So what I ended up used to do is I'd buy them and then end up just trading them on usually half the time, or put them in other auctions, or trade them on to other traders and say need a box, and they do the work and I just get a drink out of it, 50, 100 quid, just move them on, because I didn't really have a time. Occasionally I would put the odd box in one, and now obviously we would, because we need to retail stuff. But a few years ago, when I just used to buy quite a lot of cars and didn't have the space, I have to shift stuff on, and I used to get a lot of these, and like I said, these were a common car that I used to shift on in the trade, because I used to come across so many of them that needed boxes or had rotten subframes, and we just didn't have the time to always do them. It's not a bad looking thing. I'm not sold on the checkering, to be honest with you. I think that might have a removing or redoing. There's a little bit of paint down there. Other than that, it's not too bad, but it's just working out why it's got a marker down on vehicle operation. It's an automatic. If that's gone, or if that's knackered, you're in trouble, because it's not going to be cheap to fix. Any auto box is never cheap to fix. But this is a nice thing, and it'd be interesting to see what this does. I glanced at it just a second ago, I thought it was a 5 Series, but it's not. It's a 3 Series GT Gran Turismo 335i M Sport. Beautiful. Auto, 73,000 with red leather as well. We'll get to the leather in a minute. Nice thing, that. Really nice thing. It's just big as a 5 Series, that is. I'm not a big BM lover, but I do like that. Oh, look at that there, red leather. Got a bit of the old Italian whiff to it, hasn't it, that? Paddle shift as well. Still not too bad, the leather. Back tinted windows. Oh, she's proper. Nice wheels on it, but they do want refurbing. Shove the cap glass there. I'll shove the cap guide for you there, so you can see what it's going to do, or should do, and what the retail is. It'll be interesting to see if it meets cap. I would say it's not quite clean. It's probably average. It wants wheel refurbs, and it wants a few very minor touch-ins, but very minor. I'd say probably a few £100 put that mint, to be honest. That is a nice thing. Ooh, big van, Transit, Connect, 1.5 Eco Blue. Oh dear, 5. Oh, it's diesel. It's alright. Put the Eco Boost on. Too early in the morning for me. So the Eco Blue diesel 1.5 is a newer diesel version of the engine. This basically replaced the 1.6 and the 1.4. It's a bit in the middle, really. 56,000 miles. That should be doing good money. Euro 6 compliant, obviously. On a 19 plate. Nice thing. Bonnet wants a buff. It's a bit marked and flat. Look, marked there. It's clean, really. Squeeze through. Interior, not bad. Screening and everything, it's alright. It's had a bit of some stickering on the side. It's not been taken off. Wants a bit of tar and glue on it, just to get these marks off. But I'd make a straight old van. Yeah, just wants valeting, doesn't it, and detailing. Bit of moisture in the lamp, little crack there, so you might need to do something with that, maybe. Depends how picky you are. Van buyers usually aren't that picky, to be honest. That's a clean old thing, that. We'll see that what that does. We'll see if the vans are affected by any pricing drops at the moment. I don't think Euro 6 stuff really is moving that much. There's still quite a lot of demand for vans.
Next one in, number 255909, little lesson to this one in, chaps. Sweet little fella. Where do we go? Vehicle is an import, makes sales away. Where do we go? Import vehicle. Just shy of 75,000 on the block. Where do we go? Some away. 700 quid.
5 petrol.
700 quid. Then you need
75,000. A little bit of damage on the wing on the opposite side. It does sound cheap, but it wants £200 worth of paint. And it's an import, which makes it a bit tricky to on the insurance side.
Not impossible to be sure, but it just makes it, just gives you another barrier, another hurdle to climb.
950, 75, keeps it under. 975, 975, this one, 975, small,
About right for it.
Twice, and the
damage on it.
975.
Not sold though. Surprising. I'd be a buyer of them sometimes.
Next one is 125.
Don't really need to worry about getting an import, buying an import one.
1.6.
Another C3. This is a 1.6 petrol automatic, 54,000.
Price to sell.
Same as a 1.6 auto, it'd be better if it was a 1.4, but I don't think it will cause much problem. I think it will still sell. Booking at 1650. Should do it. 15. One more, it's on book.
Yes, all right. £1,500. Last one. Going once. 15 going twice, and double bit of £1,500.
Just 200 quid under more, but 1.6 I suppose, maybe as a 1.4 would have been a bit more desirable. But someone will buy it, there's someone out there who wants an auto. 69 plate, MGZS, 1 litre petrol, done 47. Capping at 10,700.
Where do we go? Caps at 10 this is the price to sell.
Got a car in it for the money.
8
grand.
10,700. 8,000.
Just to give you some context, bottom book is 8.3, so it's still below bottom book, and it ain't bottom book, it's clean. No one's committing.
Got it, lad. Fair enough. Don't push the button. You've got to cross driver quid. 72. It's not bad, it's not. 72. 72 on me.
Whoa.
Hold that. 72. 72. 72.
And that's auto as well.
72. 72. 72. Yes or no? 72 on me. We're open to have it. 72. That's 72. 72. 72. Push you on. That's 72. £100 a bid. Last rule and another one.
That is
twice.
£3,500 under book. 3.5 grand. It's going to be a tough day here.
Next one is
i30 diesel. I like this one.
next one is
Try have a go at this. 92,012 plate. Looking at 16.
There we go. 5 minutes to start. 5 down, 5, 5, 6 there. 7 bid, 7, 7 bid, 8 here, 8 bid, 9, 9 bid, 9 bid, 1,000 in the room, 1,011 in the room, 11 bid, 11 bid, 11 bid, 50, 11 bid, 11 bid was in the room, 11 50 bid in the room, 12 behind, 12 around 50 in the room, 12 50, 12 50, 13's here, 50, 30 50, 14, 14, 40 in the morning, 50 on the net, 40 50, there's 3 in 15's on the green post, 50 behind, 50, 50, 16 in front, 16, 16, that's 60 to 50 on the net, 60 to 50, 60 to 50, that's 60 to 50, 60 to 50, 60 to 50 there. Then I will play 60 to 50 once, twice, win 79, 16, 79, that's 16, 79, 16, 79, 16, 79, 70 on the net, 17, says no, 70, once, twice, and
The Black Infinity in, Q50.
next one is
Wonder what diesel engine means. Honestly don't know. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments.
14, it's a premium, auto 82,000 mile, bundle history, clean and green. Have a good around that, got the SD card, the spare key there for you as well. Again, cheap chaps, starting away, the real start, let's go, 2,800 quid to go. 28, 20 to be, 2,000 to be, 2 to be, 2 to be,
Online's on, 3 grand. I like it online, look at it.
32, 32, 32, 32, got it, I'm taking 50, got push the button out, 32, 32, 32, 50, 32, 50, 32, 50, 32, 50, 33, 33,
One book's 36, still way under. Getting there now, lots of a bit of interest online, a few bidders are fighting over it. Has it stopped? Yeah.
Twice and another bit of 34, you're not far, they make it 34.
With 3,600 quid it probably is, reserve probably, I'm guessing.
Next one
What a car for the money that. Right, I go. 1 litre, best engine for these. Done 52.
Start me away. It's got all the 24 ticket. Start me away.
Book's about 3.5.
Catch a 44, go 28. 28 bid. £3,000 is there. Flip it a bid. 1 at a 1. 30, 1 at a 1, 1 at a 1, 2, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 36, 7, 37 bid. 38, 9, 39, 39.
This is what I'm talking about. Cars like these cheapy stuff, under £5 grand. Small cars, they haven't dropped an eye up. They haven't dropped one bit. They're still doing proper money. Overbook. Then you get the big old lumpy stuff.
Next one is one 32 chassis, it's an 18-18-4-1.
This is a nice thing.
That has got the X-Pack. Nice little feature driver.
Mondeo diesel, 280 TDCI, titanium X-Pack, power shift. That was 18 plate, so
what do we go? Caps at 10.50 there.
Not a fan of the power shift altogether.
£9,000, £2,900, number to bid, 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 I told you his price is 7, that's 91 to bid, 2 grand high, 92, 93 in the hole, he's in the
got
hole.
bids on it.
93, 93, 93, 93,
Looking at about 95, 96, slightly under.
93, let me know that, 93 to bid says hold it, 93 to bid once, twice, and another bid at 93, give me a number, I'll give you a call, 93.
Probably a few £100 short, but again, nervousness there, it's not selling. That probably is not a million miles off, that probably will go. Then we've got something older, Clio. Let's see what this does. 1.2 TCE, sorry. Little turbocharged engine. Not a fan of the TCE engine. Done 79,000. 5-door. I prefer the standard 1.2 petrol over this TCE engine. I think it will sell 5 doors. Blue, nice thing.
Petrol, 6 online, 6 quid. 50's there, 650, 650, 700 was there.
It's overbooked now.
Track the line, but it took him the whole first. He was in our line first. £700, 7 yes, no line. That's £700, 750 on the net. 750, 800 was selling it all the way. £800, 8 bid, pan roof Clio. 800, 50 on the net. 850 bid, 859 on the net. 2 now, 9 bid, 9 bid, 9 bid. Jay's on fire today. Number bid, 50, 950, 950, number 50 bid, yes or no, at £950, going once, twice, and another 1,000.
Ooh, I was on the death.
Close, £1,000, £1,000, yes or no then, at 1,000, once, 50, come on boys, 1,050, at 1,050, number 1,050 bid, yes or no.
Look at the difference, the cheapy stuff, still doing good money.
Yes or no, that was up for the first.
£600 overbook, that is. I mean, you'd expect it to be a couple of £100 over, but 6 is pushing it a bit. But these people believe that they're worth that, and traders believe they're worth it, they're paying it, and obviously selling them.
Next one in is the Ford Transit
Connect that now.
1990 is subject to
1.5 diesel, 56, Euro 6 compliant. Is plus the VAT, plus the old vodka and tonic. One form of keeper. Oh, ban that. Just wants a clean up. Starting it off at 97. Should be about 11.2, 11.3. It's booking out in that condition. He's still under the book. Bit of interest online. It seems short, very short. That was short. That's probably £800-900 under, which should be at least. Yep. Now we're talking.
Done indeed. Next one's a little Citroen C2. 40 miles there for you chaps. Little cheaply. No reserve. 2 of them with me, you do the rest. 2 of them out.
No reserve.
2 of the 50 bid. 2 of the 50, 2 of the 50, 2 of the 50, 2 of the 50, 2 of the 50.
I'm not bidding on it.
250 bid, £300 on the net. 3 bid, 3 bid, 3 bid. 300 on the bid, 325. 325, 325, 325, 350 on the net. 350 bid, 350, 350. 350 bid. Last one and done. 350 bid. Once, twice, and done. 375. And the net. 375, 375, up to them, at 375, 400, 4 bid, says no thank you.
Some love for the C2 still.
Twice, and done.
Interesting one, Civic. On the Civic, 1 litre VTEC turbo. 126 brake. I don't know much about these 1 litre turbo engines in the Hondas. Now, a rule of thumb, Honda probably make the best petrol engines in the world, but I don't know much about this engine, if it's reliable or not at all. Be interested to do some digging on it really. I've not heard any horror stories on this engine. If Honda can't make a petrol engine, we're in trouble. Starting off £8,000. Supposed to be booking at about 9.3.
15, go on then. A115, good to see you, mate. A115, A115, A115.
Grand on the book. It's only done 39,000.
Fresh money. 82, 82, 82, 82,
68 plate. That's value that does. Worrying me it's got a tow bar in though. Who's been pulling a caravan with that? I didn't sell. I think that's way off.
Next one in is lot number 27. That is a system selling Corsa van.
111,000. Not booking a lot.
Service history of
£3,000, roughly 27 to 34, so probably £3,000.
Just check that. And we get around.
67 plate.
Beautiful. No V8 in. Super duper. Where do we go? Captain 39, so do I. 25 minutes for that, boys. All down. 25, thank you. 25 bid, 25, 26 here, 26, 27 bid, 27 bid, 28 bid, 28 bid. Was it
interest? There's interest on this.
29, 29, 29, 29. 2 number bid, 2 number bid.
This should smash £3,000.
2 bid, 2 3 on the net. 3 bid, 3 bid. It's free for one line, boys, with Anna at 3 down us about. 3 bid, 3 bid, 3 bid, 50. 3 bid, 50, 3 bid, 50. 3 1, sold, 31, 31, 31, 50, 31, 50, 31, 50. 157 on the net, 32, 32, 32, is that bid? 50, 32, 50, up to Anna, 32, 50, 32, 50's out, 32, 50, anyone else? 32, 50 once, twice, 3, and the left, 33, says no, 33, 33, yes or no, once, twice, and ladies and gentlemen, 33.
It's the cheapies that are making the money today. 8,800.
On the 23 on the 1010 micro. Let's go. 83,000 miles still there for you. So like 3 about 33, 34, 4 5, 5, 50, 50 bid, 6 was there, 50, 7 in front, 50 behind, 7 50, 8 next door, 8 bid, 50, 8 50, 9 bid, 9 bid, number bid, 50, 950, 950, says no, on sale, number 50 bid in the corner, £1,000 internet, £1,000, £1,000, 1,25, 1,025, 1,025,
Please hard on fairness. Just being a little bit thick today. Unless the bargains, I don't want them. I don't really need them. Captain Jack Sparrow's coming in with his Twingo. Oh yes. Lovely car. I should be playing the music to that as it's coming in.
In the room. I'm going to be a little quicker there. Next one in is the Twingo. Out around that's on the 1010 Twingo Extreme model. The sticker is included in the price.
Spot on.
I'm sure there's a Pirates of the Caribbean there. Yeah. Where do we go? I do have a commission bid from a Mr. Sparrow, so where do we go? 250 starts with me, 250, £300 amount. Jack Sparrow's out, 350 bid,
Jack Sparrow's out.
Bid. In the whole 50 online, £500 in the room, 50 in the room, 550 bid, 550, 550, 600
It's not dear really to what it is.
6 bid, 6 bid, 600.
I've got 2 Twingos, I don't need a third.
600 from the bid, up to you, 25 was there, 50's in, 650, 650, 650 in the hole, 650, 650, 75, 675, 675, 675, 675 on the bid, 675, 700, 700, 700, yes or no? 700, once, you in? 25, 725, 725, 725, says no, in the cap, 725, selling once, twice, and what's up today, 7 1/4.
Gasso in. Nice colour though.
It is like 18 chaps. That is on a 677 Citroen C4 Picasso, 33,000 miles on the clock. It is 2 owner history. 4, 7, 7, 12, 18, and 33.
I think it's going to struggle, but we'll see.
Lovely stuff. Caps at 11,150. It's a 200 car as well. Let's see, I'm going to be 8,000 pound go. A bit. Caps at 11,150. 8,000 pound. End of the bit. 8,000. End of the bit. 1, 2 went once, boys. 81. 82's on the net. 82. 83's on the net. 83. 83. 83. 84 on the net. 84. 84. 84. 84 on the bit. 84 on the bit. 5 on the net. 2 yeah. Make sure it's yours. 85. 85. 85. 80 on the bit. 80 on the bit. 85.
Still £500 on the bottom book. I'd argue it is the bottom book. It's probably average. Average was 10 grand. We sold it though. 1,500 quid it, I would say, on the book that. On the cap guys currently. Yeah, old Swift. Automatic, yeah.
Twice, and next one in is on a 50, on a 5707 Suzuki Swift. And around that one, that's opportunity. Go fast and change, right?
Booking it. 1,800 quid, 2 grand. Mainly because it's auto, low mileage.
What do we go? 1,500 quid, boys. Cheap little note of that. 1,500 pound. Petrol, auto. 15 bit. 15. At 1,500 pound. 15 bit. Caps at 2,700 quid. That's right up. 1,500 pound. 15. Save a lot of time. Right, exactly. You put up. 1,000 pound. 1,000 pound a bid. 1 bid. 1 bid. 11 in the hole.
No interest really, surprising.
1,100 pounds in the hole. 11 a bid.
Mind you, it hasn't got much of an MOT on it.
13 in the hole. 13.
And they're a bit.
50 in the hole. 14 in the hole.
I'm not sure the MOT history out, but if it's got a short ticket, they are troublesome to get through MOT, so that might be a reason why it's not quite getting to the lengths we expect an auto to do. Saying that, it's climbing now. It's not far off.
60 in the room. 60 in the room. 16
When you take it into context, that's going to be like nearly 2 grand out the door with the fees for a car that's got about 10 days MOT on it. It's a lot of money for a car with no MOT. Giving 2 grand with fees. That's a LIGO. U-shape LIGO on a 64 plate. Just running at 165,000 miles. That engine probably through that 1 litre. Let's see what it does. Right, a little low mileage I go.
Next one, lot 51, another 6114 I go. This was the X-Play 9 miles there for you chaps. History is all there for you.
165,000 miles. Can't get over that.
£1,000, X-Play model, £1,000, up on the miles boys.
Make a good courtesy car.
11 on the net, 11 a bid, sold, 11 a bid, 11 a bid. From the work out, please, sold.
What am I going to do with it?
11 a bid, take a 50.
I could trade it on, but
11 a bid, 15, 11 a bid, 11 a bid.
do you really want to be doing that? It's cheap.
That's Christmas money. 11 a bid, 11 a bid, 11 a bid, 11 a bid.
I can't really retail it.
Twice, and
it's a cheap car. It's a cheap car.
Next one in is
Leon?
number 52. That is a 1515 Leon. Again,
No.
with the technology pack, warranty miles, service history is all there for you chaps. Caps at 4875. We've got £3 grand for that. £3,000. Thank you, boss. £3,000 in. Remember, bombers in the hole. 32.
Booking it 3.6.
32. Freeze in the hole. Not you
Should do it. FR model.
33.
2 litre diesel 184 brake edition.
34.
Pretty much there now.
50 in the room. 3150 in the room, 3150, 3150, 3150 sold, 3150, 3150, 3150, 3150, getting quick live, 3150 once, twice, and yeah, 3150 was gone.
Not a car really for a 15 plate Leon.
And if it wins 4,000, I've got your number 4,000 now. You come straight afterwards. You get the basket for that. Next one in is lot number 11. This one is a Class 1 Golf on the 68-19 match. Warranty miles, up on the miles, transport cheap. 2 owner. History is all there for you. On the final door. Get the short pin green. Lovely stuff. Caps at 72 or 75. There we go. £5 for that. £5,000. All day lads. 5 bid. 5 bid. 5,000. 51, 52. Cheap. Ready to go. Chats. 52. 52. 52. 53. 53.
Yeah.
4. Sorry. Pickups, 54.
Anything over 5 grand.
54, 55,
Things have
55,
come down a bit.
55,
And the executive stuff, fucking hell.
55, yes or no, 55 with T, 55, 55, once, twice, and another bit of 55. Next one in is number 12. That is a Vauxhall Corsa limited edition, 64,000 miles warranty history at 39.44.49. Lovely spare key we've got there for the chaps in the best colour combo. More media screen inside, nice creature comfort. Have a good around. It's clean and green as well, chaps. For a 65 new show, it's good value for money. That caps are 43.75. It's 2,800 quid. 28, 20 bit of in, 2 bit, 29, 29, 29, 29, 3,000, 3 bid, 3,000 pound, 3 bid, 1 bid, 1 1, 2 in the room, 32, 32, 33's in the room. He's in the room, not you, mate. 33, 33, 33, 30 for 34 is on the net. 34, 35 in the room. We're on sale. 35, 35, 35, 30 for 30 for 35. Yes or no? 30 for the bid is here. Once, twice, and what's your number, lads? 35.
No. No GT coming in. The other finish. 335.
Next one in, what a rare car. Look at this last night, what a rare car. Next one in is a BMW 3 Series Gran Turismo 330i M Sport with the business media auto, mineral grey, coral red Dakota leather in there.
This don't do the money,
big pan roof,
and the job's over.
History is at 18, 32, 46,
10,150. Average 11.2.
It
should be doing 11 grandish mark, 11.5 really.
But yeah, nice reselling on the way trader. What do we got? What about that one, boys? Captain 12, let's get the guys start away with a bit of a start.
I think this should be the exception to the rule today.
10 on the net, 10 on the 9, 10 on the 9, 11 on the net, 11 11 out, 11 1 on the net, 11 1, 11 1, 11 2 on the net, 11 2. Cold road with red Dakota, 3, 4, 11 4, 11 4, 11 4, 11 5, 11 5, 11 5, 11 6, 11 6, 11 6, 11 6, 11 6, 11 6, M Sport, 11 6 to the bid, yes or no, 11 6 to the bid, he's out, 11 6 to the bid.
Pretty much spot on really what I thought it was going to do.
11 6, 11 6, he's produced without that, 11 6 to the bid, last rule and up, go once, twice, and now we're down 6 on line, not far away, 11 6.
Not far away, probably 12 grand that, they took that in out of reserve, but I thought 11.6 was a fair bit. Corsa, template, 1.2 petrol done 59, averaging 14.50.
Nice little cheapie, who's got a grand for that chance? £1,000, thank you, £1,000, 11, 12.
Should do the book.
12 here. 13 was there. 13, 15, sold. 14, 15, 15, says no. 50, this side of the pillar. 15, 16, can't see you. 16's here. You in? That's 60 with a bid. Yes or no? That's 60 with a bid. 16, 50's on the net. 60 with a bid. 60 with a bid. Says no. Thank you. 60 with a bid. You bid. I'm assuming that's
overboard.
60 with a bid once, twice, and
16 again.
Yeah, but you're trying, weren't you, Matt? You're trying. Oh, here's an interesting one.
I think 23 at the other one.
next one.
What do you want to buy that? A 12 plate Nissan Leaf. It'll have about 9 mile range in that after about 11 years.
Yeah, they don't do a lot, do they?
No.
Electric, isn't it?
Yeah. Full electric.
History's there for you. 69,000 miles. Got the cream indoors, in the black, got both charging cables. Wow. For those London boys, this is the cheapest ticket out of that US one, I'll tell you that much. Caps at 23.50. I mean, that's cheap in itself. Oh, hang on, you've got 64 there, 65.
It might be ULEZ compliant, but you're not going to be able to get around London very far in it.
What will that do?
They were the old ones, so they didn't have much range, I think. Didn't they have about 80 or 90 mile range? No, 100 miles.
The girl that come to make this with us said, just dropped. She said, I can get you 55, 56.
Anyway, 65.
weather,
Listen, how cheap is this?
dropped off again now.
Yeah,
It's down to about 45.
Yeah, they were appalling, they were. The later ones have changed them, they're better motors in it, but the batteries are better. But these early ones were awful.
16. That's 16.
How can you find that for that money itself?
How cheap is this?
You can, really.
Take 50s, lads. 16 mil. 16. That's 60 mil, 60 mil, 60 mil, 60 mil, 60 mil.
Maybe, if you're in London and you only need to do 10 mile a day in it, you can plug it in.
To mine for it.
60 mil,
80 grand. Not charging hybrid. Top of the range thing. It's missing this disabled thing. We get the van back up. Just ask them, he said it did 300 miles. I will do it. I said, but don't know anything.
And another auction video is concluded. Right, let's have a sum up about what we've seen today. Now, to be honest with you, I didn't think we saw too many surprises other than that Renault Twingo, which was a bit of a surprise, let's say the least. Which, by the way, I thought probably did about £100, £200 less than I thought it was going to do. I think mainly because of those stickers, I think put people off. But other than that, really, the cheapies were doing quite well. That blue Renault Clio surprised me. I thought that did really strong money at £1,100. Just goes to show how much people are willing to pay for those cheapy cars still, and how much demand there is still for them. There's a couple of autos as well we saw, which didn't look too dear, but bear in mind the Suzuki Swift we saw, I think it was just slightly under book, I think it got to, but literally had like 5 days or a week or so MOT left on it. So when you take into account how much that vehicle was with little MOT on it, actually is quite expensive for a small automatic. But those vehicles are selling, small autos are gold. Literally, I get asked every day for small autos. If I could buy them, I would, but I can't justify paying so much money for them, particularly sort of cars where you've got things like corrosion to contend with, sub-brain problems. You've also got the fault with auto boxes if they go wrong. They're not cheap to fix, and I just really can't compete with the other guys out there who maybe want to take bigger risks on them, which is why I don't buy as many from the auctions, really, because there's just so much competition. Some of your everyday stuff as well, some more expensive cars, they were struggling to get book. The Honda in particular, the Picasso, nice blue Picasso, horrible engine in it, but it was a nice car nonetheless. That was under book. I mean, that surprised me. They sold that actually. It was way under book. So it just goes to show again, guys, that's sort of anything above £5,000. There is the odd exception, but most of that stuff now is really starting to come down, and is going to come down quite heavily, I think, over the next few months. That's my inkling. We'll see what happens in the new year. But traders really were being reluctant today. They weren't prepared to pay big money for cars at the moment, particularly when there's not a lot of demand for that more expensive vehicles. It seemed to be in the auction that most of the focus was buying on the cheapies, playing it safe, let the prices sort themselves out in the new year, and then maybe look to sort of step back into that theatre then, and then hopefully kick off from there. The BMW, the 335i, that was a nice thing. I thought that was a bit of a tester. I get a few people saying, well, all those prices are coming down, Jaguars, Land Rovers, etc. We saw a Merkin one. It's not affecting BMWs. They're all doing stupid money. Well, I disagree, actually. I think they're coming down as well. I think it's affecting pretty much everything. I would say some of that niche stuff, like that BM in particular, was a really nice sort of rare type of car. I think those things will come down a lot slower than, for instance, a lot of Jaguar Land Rover stuff, which are suffering all sorts of problems at the moment. But even some of the Mercs I've seen recently are coming down quite heavy. Unless it's got something really about it, like that BMW, which is quite, like I said, quite a niche car, 335i petrol. You don't see many of those as well. They are probably not going to come down as much as maybe, say, your average sort of C220 diesel or your average 3 Series 320 petrol or diesel. Now, sadly, I didn't manage to win anything in this part of the video. I did have a couple of bids, but there wasn't really anything there that I was willing to sort of stick my hand up on and go much further on. I'd already won one vehicle that day. I didn't really need much more stock anyway, and to be honest with you, unless they were bargains, I wasn't really willing to put my hand up and create a problem for me, having to find room for extra cars that I don't really need currently. I don't think there's really any major bargains there in that sale today. So that concludes another auction video. Let me know your thoughts, guys, on what you've seen. So let me know your thoughts and comments, guys, on this video. It'd be interesting to hear your thoughts in particular on whether or not you feel these cheapy cars we've seen in this video, are these type of vehicles going to fall in the new year? Are these sort of a last car to fall, if you like? So let me know your thoughts on that. Thanks for watching this one, guys. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, because it helps me immensely and it helps me create more content for you guys to watch. Thanks again, and I'll see you all in the next video.